That's closed. There is no one in there. That's.
How you doing?
Can we help you?
Yeah, I want to go to the commissioner's office and speak to him.
Which commissioner?
ISD.
Okay.
Let's see if he's available. Since he don't call me and return my phone calls, I figure I'd try to talk to him in person.
Actually, he's not in the building.
He's not in the building?
He left a little while ago.
Ah, see that? He's hiding already.
You can't walk in and expect to get upstairs, not with the COVID.
I got you. So how do I make an appointment with him?
You're gonna have to, I would email him directly.
He won't return my email, so that's...
And, what is it in regards to?
City issues and policies.
City issues and policies?
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know if he'd be the guy you want to get to. I think you have to go a little higher and go right to the mayor's office.
Well, the mayor's office, they got their own problems.
Yeah, well.
Same as the police commission, they got their problems. So we got to kind of separate the problems.
All I can tell you, my friend.
So what's his email? You got his email?
You can go to boston.gov and look it up.
Boston.gov. And look it up. So there's nobody to speak to in person. So everybody's hiding because of the COVID virus, huh? That's what's going on?
Well, a lot of people are working at home.
Yeah, they hiding. This is where other corruptions
My
take
friend,
place.
I've answered your questions. You can
Gotcha.
head out now.
I can head out.
You can head out, yeah, because we can't help you today.
You can't.
I've given you all the direction you need to do.
All right, I'm gonna stand by your little footage.
No,
then.
you can go.
And then
It's time for you to go.
Are you getting rude with me? Or?
I'm not being rude to you. I was more than polite.
Well, I got other issues I want to deal with too. Then.
Well, you're in the wrong building for it.
This is ISD building, right?
This is ISD.
So who's in charge of the building department?
Mr. English is in charge of the building
So
department.
can I speak to him
He
then?
is not here today.
So who's in
He's
charge
the
right now?
commissioner that you just asked me about.
So who's under him then?
Sean Lyden's not here either.
So where they all at?
A lot of them are working from home, sir, because of the COVID.
Ah.
We're trying to keep the building to a minimum of people.
Gotcha.
So I've answered your questions. Now it's time to go, please.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, I'm gonna get a little footage and I head out.
There's no reason for you to be here today, so it's time to go.
Okay, give me a few seconds and I'll head out when I'm ready.
No, you're gonna head out now, my friend.
I'm gonna get some footage and I'm gonna leave when I'm ready.
No footage that's necessary. Can we help you?
I'm getting footage for the public, so just stand back. Relax.
Pardon me? The second floor. Do you work for the Public Health Commission?
Every day.
Do you?
Every day application for the mass health,
For the what?
for the mass health application. For filling
¿Se habla español?
Yeah.
¿Se habla español? ¿Qué es lo que te quiere?
The guy needs some attitude adjustment for some reason. You don't know what's wrong with him.
Once you come to this, you fill out the application.
For
Moscow.
Mass Health.
I don't think
That would be DTA.
no BDTA, but it's not cerrado. DTA. Puede llamar.
This number.
Ese número de...
As you see, they have a lot of corruption going on in the city. What's your name again?
Excuse me?
What's your name?
319.
No, your
Come
name.
on, it's time to go. You don't need my name.
Don't
Come
put your hands on me.
Time to go. Sir, it's time to go. You're obstructing city business. It's time to
How am
go.
I instructing?
Because you are. You're in the lobby. You don't belong here. It's time to go.
I'm in the lobby.
We have restrictions because of
Where-
COVID. It's
where-
time to go. Stop arguing with me and step outside. I'll talk to you more outside.
Step outside. Come on, let's go. Let's see what the restrictions are. Where's the restrictions
No, I
at?
don't need to explain the restrictions to you. It should be pretty self-explanatory.
Where they at? That's in Chinese or whatever. Where's the restrictions at?
Door.
Where's the restrictions?
Door.
The door where?
Yeah, the door. That's where you're going, right out the door.
But where's the
Come
restrictions?
on, guy.
No,
Enough is
if
enough.
you're gonna tell
Enough
me-
is enough.
if
You
you're
don't
gonna-
have to bust our chops.
If you're gonna
Let's
say
go.
something, show me where it's at.
I'm just telling you
Where?
this. Right on the front, there's restrictions.
But where
But
does it say that?
I'm telling you, I don't have everything posted because we deal face to face with everybody.
Well, post it
Just
so
like
people
I've been
know.
doing with you since you walked in.
So if you post
But
it,
you're here just to obstruct us from doing our job. So outside the
If I
building,
stand on the
please.
side over here,
Outside the building,
if I stay right here, how am I obstructing you from doing your job?
because you're in the doorway.
If I'm right here,
Sir, outside the
the
building.
doorway's
You
there.
wanna film some more? Film from outside the building.
What does it
You heard what I
say?
said.
Where does it say that?
Enough is enough.
Go back to work and leave me alone, all right? I found another tyrant in the house. Another tyrant. That's the problem. We have people that work for the city that don't deal with the public the proper way. And that's the issue. When he gets a better attitude, maybe he can get a better job. Remember, you work for us. We pay our taxes. It's not the other way around. And I thought there wasn't tyrants, but somebody told me there was a tyrant down here. So I said, let me come down here and check for myself to make sure. And I found one right over here. He said there's restrictions. Do you see any restrictions? Do you see any restrictions? I don't see no restrictions. You see any signs? You see any signs saying restrictions?
Just don't get lost up behind.
Nah, this is a public lobby.
I know. I work for them, but they're fucking
As long as I'm not breaking the law,
Yeah, I know.
there's no law. Now, if he shows me a law that says that you cannot be in this lobby,
Yeah.
then more likely I'll leave.
They're gonna call the police.
They gotta call the cops. When the cops tell me to leave, then I'll leave.
Okay. Just be careful, man.
No problem, man.
All right, brother.
Trust me, man. I find tyrants all the time.
Right.
I find them in the police department. I find them in the city of Boston. I find them everywhere.
What you doing? Work here or?
No, I can't tell you who I am right now.
Oh, okay, that's
Because I'm investigating corruption in the city of Boston. And I found some corruption over here and I found some upstairs. So they hiding from me now. They ran the other way.
Oh, okay.
You know, you probably know. You work here, so you know about it. Y'all have to explain no more. He said I'm blocking the doorway. As you see, there's nobody coming through this doorway, so I'm blocking the doorway. This is a public lobby. We have a right to monitor public officials in the course of their duty. And as long as I'm not interfering with him doing his job or interfering with people coming in and out, I'm not interfering. So right now I'm narrating to you guys what goes on in the city of Boston. And as you see, the lobby is empty. There's not a person to be seen in the lobby. Not one person to be seen in this lobby. And just so you know, there's no restrictions that says anything about, all it says about wearing masks and nothing about restrictions coming in. He said he don't post it. Why you don't post it? If you want me to follow a rule or regulation, well, you have this posted. So if you have this posted, why don't you post the rest of the stuff? You know, he don't even know the commissioner's email, and he works at the front desk. How you doing? And if you're gonna give me, tell me to email somebody, at least have his email readily available. See, the thing about it too, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Just because a person dresses in a uniform and they act in an authoritative position, do not mean they have authority. Now, they work for us until we break the law, just so you guys know. Those people work for us until you break the law. Now, if I was to try to go upstairs, and he told me not to go upstairs, theoretically I could be trespassing if I have no reason to go up there. I understand all that. But when you're in the public lobby, which this whole building is public accessible, but because of the COVID, it may be limited. I understand that part. So trust me, I understand where the boundaries are. But when someone tells you blatantly you don't have to be here, my job could be just documenting how many people come in this doorway. He doesn't know what my job is. So he starts giving directives that's not true. And just so you know, there's a fire exit sign that's missing a battery or missing a bulb. That's not working properly. This is supposed to be the ISD building.
Operations to the Bravo 436. Sir, could you check an accident, no injuries, 153 Roosevelt Street?
gonna hang around here for a little bit, give you guys a little bit of footage. I don't like making short videos. I like giving them a. I've been posting the last 3 videos. They were only like 10 minutes long, so I gotta make this one at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And these are all different languages, so that's just telling you to wash your hands. And I'm not sure what language that is. But these are just different languages. There's nothing saying anything about restrictions. And he said outside. There's nothing outside either. This is the same stuff that's inside that's outside. So there's nothing outside. Another false. He said he's gonna show me a sign outside. Then he goes outside. So we went to go look outside. There's no sign outside. So I mean, if you're gonna post stuff, post it the proper way. They don't put false narratives. Like they do this all the time. I see people give people false information. As you can see, this lobby is pretty empty. It's not even nobody in here. Very little bit amount of people in here. This is a publicly accessible lobby. Just because, now this is the other thing too, flex your rights. They say you use them or lose them. Just because there's a pandemic doesn't mean you lose your rights. And a lot of people think, oh, we have a pandemic going on, so you don't have a constitutional right anymore. This is all the more you need to exercise your rights, because they could use this as an advantage to take away your rights. I've watched a lot of auditors out there, and I'm learning from like Amagassett Press. He's one of the great auditors out there. Rights Crispy and the Batausai News Now Houston. Those guys, like, they do it with respect. They do the audits with dignity, and they question people. If someone tells you something, there has to be a law that they're basing it off. It just can't make stuff up. I don't know what I was interfering with, because there's not that many people coming through here, as you can see. As you can see, they got 2 doors, and this is the middle. This is the middle vestibule right here. So if you're standing right here, you're not blocking anything. You're in the middle of 2 doorways. He told me that now. He told me to look it up online or something. What if someone doesn't have ability to go online? Or what if somebody's like hearing impaired, or somebody can't see? So you're gonna tell them to go online? You should be able to provide them with the information right there, readily available. He should be able to pull up a piece of paper and give me all the information I need. This is the building of information. They gotta come out and venture out and do different things. Like, don't keep the same speed, change it up here and there. Sometimes you gotta do different things. Sometimes you gotta, now, I was preparing to challenge him on telling me to leave out of the public lobby. I have business. My job is to watch the public officials on the public dime to see what they're doing. That's my job. Completed self-monitoring. too sure what self-monitoring is, but I guess that's if you monitor yourself. Interesting. Not too sure what self-monitoring is. Maybe I ask him what that is before I leave.
Harry 498.
198.
Hey, let me get a moment. Can I get an I number?
Sure, yeah, I number is 12009 373.
Hello. Now, since they're so busy about the COVID virus, I wonder if they're counting how many people come in this building. Because if you're so concerned about occupancy in the COVID virus, there should be a certain limit of people per floor, per square foot in this building, if that's the case. Now, since these guys are the ones that enforce that, how well are they enforcing it at the building they're supposed to be enforcing it out of? That's the question I want to know. They tell all these stores and schools and how many people you can have in your capacity. One day, we're going to do an audit and see how many people come in this building and how many people actually per square foot on each floor. Because that's interesting to know. There's a lot of stuff that people put rules for other people, but it doesn't apply for themselves. And that's a proven fact that they set rules and guidelines for stores and local businesses, but they don't set rules and guidelines for themselves. So we're going to check and see how many guidelines have they been breaking. There's more to come, guys. Just stay put. Give a little to get a little. And the other thing I noticed is that this building does not have, let me check before I open my mouth. Let me check around and see if I see it. Maybe they do have it, it's just not in plain sight. Well, it should be in plain sight. Maybe it's over. Just checking. No, just checking. Just doing a.
Sir,
Yeah.
I kindly ask you to leave once. Can you just go?
Would you step up there, please?
Just checking around and see if you guys have something. I'm doing a safety audit. So.
You're not doing anything. You're gonna leave. And if I have to drag you out, I will.
You're gonna drag me out?
Do you want me?
If
Do
you
you want?
touch
Is that
me-
what you're looking
If
for?
you touch me, there's gonna be a serious
Is that what
problem.
you're looking for, my friend?
If you touch me, you're
Come
gonna
on,
have a serious
let's go.
problem. Just so you know.
Come on.
And then I have a right to defend myself.
Come on. Let's go.
Hey, buddy.
Come on, let's go. You don't belong here.
Would you,
You're obstructing city business. Let's go.
I'm-
Come on, let's go.
Hey.
Come on. Do you want me to have to call? Do you want me to have to call Boston?
Call him. Go
I'll
ahead.
call him.
Go ahead,
Come on,
call him.
let's go.
Call him.
Let's go.
No,
Don't be
call
like
him.
that.
Call him.
Don't be like
Don't
that.
defend. You're blocking my camera.
You're
man.
right, I am.
If you do that, I'm gonna defend
You're-
myself. Now, don't touch the camera.
I'm not touching your
Or
camera.
get out my way. If you See, you know what? You're gonna cause a problem. You wanna cause a problem? Cause a problem.
I'm not causing a problem,
Okay,
you're
cause
causing
a problem.
Let's
Go
go.
ahead, cause a
Come
problem.
on, let's go.
Go sit back there and do your
Let's
job.
go.
Go back there and do
Come
your
on,
job.
let's go.
Do your job like you're
Hi,
supposed to.
gents, can we help you guys?
Yeah,
Come on. Pardon me? ATM's right here, sir.
the fifth floor, the ISD folks.
ISD is appointment only, what can we do for you?
I essentially need to speak to someone about like a change
Come on
of
in,
occupancy.
let's see what we can do for you.
Okay.
What is it you need to get done?
Change of occupancy.
This guy needs an attitude adjustment right here. I'm gonna find out what his problem is.
Colin doesn't really work. I know.
So I was looking for the fire enunciator panel. They don't have it. Per order of the city of Boston, when you have a fire in your building, they want a fire enunciator panel right here in this doorway. So the fire department don't have to go any further looking for the fire enunciator panel. And that's from the fire department themselves. I was looking for that fire enunciator panel, and it should be an addressable panel that tells you what floor and everything, and I don't see that. And it's supposed to be in every entrance, and I don't see it in this entrance. That's what I was looking for. And I said, let me be quiet first and see if I see it. But I don't see the fire addressable panel at all. And that's another issue with the city. They don't put the fire addressable panels here. But this is the building where the fire department works out of. This is the building where the chiefs and all the fire inspectors come out of. And if you can't enforce your rules in your own building, how will you enforce it in other people's building? As soon as the fire department comes in this door, before they get all the way inside, they should be able to tell them what floor the fire activation is. Now, if it is somewhere, I don't see it. I'm all set. You all set? All right, cool. As long as you're all set, I'm good. If I can help you, let me know.
I'm trying to see if I can help you, man.
Well, no, I'm not gonna tell you who I am. You guys actually work for us, so we'll just make sure you guys are doing the right thing.
Cool.
Make sure nobody's sleeping on the job. Nobody's skipping early.
Nah, I can't sleep here, man.
No, we heard stories about people sleeping in here, so we're trying to make sure.
You gotta be alert, man.
We're trying to make sure.
You gotta be alert 24/7.
Trying to make sure, man. Trying to keep everybody on up and up. You gotta check your government officials, because sometimes the money slips off the cracks, and you don't see the money going, but it goes before you see it. And this guy here, he's at the head of the corruption list right here. We're not sure what he's up to, but he's trying to cover up something. We're gonna expose this guy and find out what he's really about. He's the only one that so far given us a hard time. Josh will love this one. Hold on. So this probably changes shift. Make sure everybody comes in on time.
This your stuff, man?
So it's 3 o'clock, so shift change. It's all good. Like I said, I told him to call the police. He doesn't want to call the police, so that's up to him. No. I went for him to call the police. Then I could get See, these guys don't have any police powers. These guys are just like security guards. And even if they do have police powers, what would you be getting arrested for, other than checking what they're doing? You know, I want to make sure that my taxpayers' money is going to the right location. And if it's not, I want to know where it's going to. I encourage everybody, when I say everybody, if you live in the city of Boston, whether you do or not, you need to record and report and document what your public officials are doing in the course of their duty to make sure it's being done correctly. And if it's something right, point out the right thing they're doing. If it's wrong, point out the wrong. This is for both good and bad. If he did a good job, then he would got a pass, but he's got a failure. The other guys did pretty good, but this guy here gets a failure. he's too tyrannical. And I'm not gonna say who it was. Somebody told me to come down here, and they said check out the ISD building. And I said, well, I come down and check it out. I said, I've been there before. He said, no, check it out now. And I said, well, what are you talking about? You just go down there and check it out. And then I said, well, if somebody tells me to do something, to go check it out. The same way they told me about the Boston police having these unlawful signs. I said, well, let me go check it out and see what's going on down here. I'm not gonna say don't check it out if he's telling me to check it out. So I said, let me check it out and see what's going on. So I don't see the enunciator panel. I thought it was behind the desk, but it's not behind the desk. You're supposed to have an enunciator. I don't know if you guys know about fire safety. When the fire department comes to this address, no matter what doorway it is, they should have an enunciator panel in this doorway telling them fire on the 5th floor, office number 2, office number 1. So instead of them have to look for zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, they come up and it tells them right where the fire is. Now what's happening, they're making a lot of these buildings upgrade, or what they call get an addressable panel, which I understand the reason why. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with doing it. But if you're going to enforce the rules on other people, you got to lead by example. Now, this is probably one of many city municipal buildings that don't follow the fire code that they try to enforce. And where is that enunciator panel? Like, this is documentation. It's not here. If the fire department comes in, they should be able to see it right here. And I'm not sure how old this panel is, but let's check it out. Looks like an older system. Matter of fact, it is an older system. This is the older system. That's the old system. Yeah, that is the old system. Now you guys might know better than I do, but does this look like the old system to you? The sprinkler room is right here. That's the sprinkler and mechanical room, authorized personnel only. But there's no enunciated panel, and you shouldn't have to go that far for it. If you got to go down the street around the corner, that's too far. You should be right here. You should be able to get it right here. So I thank that person for telling me to come down here. I'm not going to say their name because I don't like to give away my resources, but you know who you are. Sending me this invite to come to the ISD building. And I wasn't prepared. I should have been more prepared, but I'm not, but I'm here. So that's the most important thing. I did show up. And I got a question for you. Is the fire commissioner here? Is he available?
Nobody's available from fire.
Nobody's available at all, huh? Wow.
Everything is by appointment only. Everything by appointment only.
Everything's by appointment only, yeah?
Yeah, because of COVID.
Gotcha. No problem. I'll get a little bit more footage and I'll be heading out of here.
No problem. Take your time.
No problem at all, my man.
Manny, what's up, brother? What's up, buddy? How's everything, man?
See you, drop off. Let's see.
Friday, man. It's Friday.
It is Friday. That's a good thing.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, we all gotta pay bills, man. We get paid to pay bills. That's it, man.
Hey, me hold on, I'm not gonna say it on camera. Let me ask him a question when I get. That's the fire recall. All right, man. I'm not giving you a hard time, but I'm headed up out here, Charlie.
Do your thing, bro. Do what you gotta do, man. I'm getting paid regardless, man.
But the thing is,
Bro, I'm getting paid, man.
no, the problem is like,
As long as you ain't messing with nobody, man.
yeah. But see,
do whatever you
my
want,
problem
man.
was with him. He came with, I don't know if you see the video. He came with a hostile attitude from the beginning, and I'm trying to talk to him politely, and he's coming up, you gotta go, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold up, buddy. Like, what's going on here? And like, you did a good job. Don't get me wrong.
I just know we're not allowed to let people assist without any appointment.
Exactly.
That's all.
And I respect that because
you come in here, you ask me, hey, I'm gonna be like, hey, what you here for? How can I help you? That's why I asked you.
Right.
I'm trying to be nice. You was like, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm trying to help you. Because I'm just walking in because I don't know what you're here for.
Exactly.
That's why I was asking.
Right. And I respect that. You did the right thing.
So I'm like, all right, well, you don't need help. He's good.
You got a pass. You did a good job.
I don't know if somebody's coming down. You wait for somebody. I don't know what it is.
But you did the right thing. You asked me for help. I said I'm all set.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
And I respect you 100%, man. You did a good job. Even the other guy that was here, the other guy was here before you, the one that you just relieved.
Yeah.
He did a good job too.
Yeah.
He was cool, perfectly okay. The only one was that guy. I don't know. I'm gonna give him some training. He's gonna get training later on. Don't worry about it.
I just think that's actually like, hey, what you here for?
He's gonna get retrained. Once I talk to the right people, he's gonna get retrained. I don't know. He doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna get retrained. What's your name one more time? He didn't want to even tell me. See that? That's okay. Don't worry. They figure you out. Once I talk to them, they know exactly who you are. But you get a pass, and I'll talk to you.
Man,
You be safe.
It's COVID right now.
All right, man. I will see you next time, but he'll be a better behavior. He'll have a better behavior. All right, guys, take care. All right. So as you see, I spoke to that gentleman off camera a little bit, gave him a little hint of who I was and everything. But as you see, that guy, the other guy, like, I don't know what his attitude problem was, or what maybe he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I invited to talk to him off camera. He refused. So, like, you know, when I give people a chance, they